Yes, I hope you're good from your end. Teacher Zamalek is back again with integrated science, grade 9. The number that you can easily access Kenya Science Academy is 0790199736. So this is grade 9 integrated science prediction. Section A. A student interested in becoming an engineer, doctor, or environmental scientist benefits from studying integrated science because it does what? Number one, limits career choices to laboratory work. Wrong. It doesn't limit career choices to lab work because we have engineering, we have doctors, we have environmental scientists. All these doesn't just happen within a laboratory setup. It builds a foundation for diverse STEM career pathways. That is true. So it means our answer there is choice B, which states that integrated science builds a foundation for diverse STEM career pathways. And in these STEM career pathways, we involve the study of science, we have technology, we have engineering, we have mathematics. So that is what we have by the meaning of STEM. So in that case, we are going to have diverse STEM career pathways when we study integrated science. Number two, during a lesson to identify common hazard and their symbols, learners observe various symbols. So you can see there is a symbol here. Study the diagram below and answer questions 2 and 3. So there is the diagram. This symbol here simply states that the substance is either toxic or poisonous. And when that particular substance is toxic or poisonous, it means that when you inhale it or you ingest the substance, or rather smell the substance or taste the substance, it gets into your body. And when it gets into your body, it may cause death, it may cause poisoning. So those substances are very, very toxic, or they may be toxic. And when you talk about toxic or poisoning, this toxic, sometimes these particular substances need to be broken down. So the toxicity level is supposed to be lowered. What organ does that? The liver. The liver plays a great role. So what is the meaning of this symbol? This symbol, I have just said, it means the substance is toxic or poisonous. Let's dive to question 3. While tasting or smelling the substance could be dangerous. Why tasting or smelling? Yes, you need to understand the question very well. So the question states or reads, why tasting or smelling the substance could be dangerous? Number one, we have one becomes overexcited. No, you cannot become overexcited just because you've inhaled that substance. Answer B, toxic substances can enter the body through inhalation, ingestion, or may cause poisoning or even death. That is true. So the right answer is choice B. Higher melting point? No. Reduce the, no. So our answer is choice B. Question 4. Alana observes that when a certain reaction occurs, the original substance can be recovered. So we are talking about original substance being recovered after changing the conditions. Which characteristics of temporary chemical changes does this demonstrate? So the ability of the original substance be recovered. So that is a property of temporary chemical changes. Which is that? Permanent color change? No. Formation of a precipitate? No. Production of a gas that cannot be reversed? No. Ability to return to the original substance. That is true. So right answer is choice D. The property being investigated when the original substance can get recovered is the ability to return to the original substance so that it can be recovered. Number 5, a television catches fire. So television catches fire due to faulty wiring in classroom. So which type of fire is that? Electrical fires. Electrical fires, because we are seeing here television and faulty wiring. So that is electrical fires. Those fire caused by faulty wiring are electrical fires. Which is the most appropriate method to control this fire? So this kind of fire can only be controlled by the use of carbon dioxide fire extinguishers. So let's see. Pour water. No, when you pour water, you are not doing the right control measure. Cover it with cooking oil. That is wrong. Use carbon dioxide. That is true. So right answer is choice B. Use carbon dioxide, a fire extinguisher. Below is the atomic representation of certain element. Use it to answer questions 6 and 7. So we have 23, the superscript, and 11, the subscript. So what is the question? What does the number 11 represent? So the number 11 subscript represent the atomic number of the element or the atom. Superscript represent the mass number. So when we have atomic number P, mass number is equals to P plus N. So how can we find Pn? So we have said that mass number is 23, P is 11. So how can we find N? We have said Mn is equals to P plus N. So that is atomic mass number is equals to number of protons plus neutrons, the sum of the P and N. Sum means addition. So the sum of protons and neutrons gives the mass number. And 23 we already have plus 11 plus N. So what is N? 11 comes this side. So 23 minus 11 is equals to N. So N is equals to how many? 12. So that is the number of neutrons. What does the number 11 represent? Atomic number, choice B. Number 7, determine the number of neutrons in this atom. 11 wrong, 12 we have already determined, 12, and 23, 34. So the right answer is B. Number 8, Kimondio used a chart like one below to explain the composition of air. So we know that the largest part of air is composed of 78% nitrogen, followed by 21% oxygen, followed by 0.97% rare gases or inert gases or unreactive gases. And then lastly, 0.03% CO2, carbon dioxide. So which of the following statement is true about gas J? It is used in photosynthesis. Gas J is carbon dioxide. So what is true about carbon dioxide? It is used in photosynthesis. That is our true answer. Used during respiration. No, oxygen is used here. Medics used it to manufacture antibiotics. No, the gases are not used. Gases are not used to manufacture drugs. In that case, antibiotics. Gases are not used to manufacture antibiotics. Rather, fungi are used, e.g., penicillium mold. So that mold, or the penicillin, we are talking about the penicillin drug, that antibiotic drug, it is made from fungi. Others are made from bacteria. Other antibiotics are made from bacteria. Others are made from nutrient sources. Nutrient sources. So it is not gases that are used in medics to manufacture antibiotics, but rather the fungi are used in that case. B, it fully supports burning, that is still oxygen. So in that case, our right answer is choice A. It is used in photosynthesis. Number 9, which one of the following source of water can one obtain soft water from? So soft water is only obtained from two sources. One of the sources is rainwater or rainfall. B or 2 is distilled water. So let's see. River, this is hard water. Rainfall, true. Choice B is the right answer. C, that is hard. Borehole is also hard water. Number 10. The diagram below shows the setup used by grade 9 learners to investigate certain physical property of metals. Use it to answer question 10 and 11. So we have heavy block. We have balls of candles. There is source of heat here. So whenever you see this, they're trying to demonstrate thermal conductivity. So they tell us that metals are able to conduct heat metals are able to conduct heat. So that is what the experiment is trying to investigate. So which one of the following is correct is the correct observation made from the above experiment? Ball C was the third to melt. Ball C. Now, what happens that because the source of heat is right here, the ball D, this is the first to melt. First to do what? To melt, because this is the one that will first of all receive the heat, and then the heat will be transferred from this far end where there is the candle to the end. Are you getting that? So this candle will first melt. Ball D was the first to melt. That is what the statement is trying to investigate, what the experiment is trying to investigate. Number 11, which physical property of metals were learners investigating? They're trying to demonstrate thermal conductivity in metals. So metals are good conductors of heat. That is true. That is the thermal conductivity I'm talking about. Choice A. Ductility is not here. Solidity of metals is not here, and electrical conductivity is also not there. So the right answer is choice A. Metals are good conductors of heat. Number 12. Which one of the following is not a sexually transmitted disease? Tetanus, this is a bacterial infection. This is a bacterial infection, so it is not a sexually transmitted disease. Gonorrhea is one. Syphilis is another one. Herpes or herpes is also another one. So the right answer is choice A. Tetanus, which is a bacterial infection, but not a sexual transmitted infection. Alana wants to stop the flow of current in circuit without removing the battery. So what we need to know is stopping the flow of current in a circuit without removing what? The battery. Which component should they use? So remember, we are trying to stop the flow of the current without removing the battery. So we need to just switch it off. Switch the circuit off. So when we switch the circuit off, it is going to be incomplete. There will be no flow of current. So the right answer is choice D, switch. Number 14, the diagram below shows a cell obtained from a certain organism. This is a plant cell. We can see. Use it to answer question 14 to 16. T is a chloroplast because it is only one, showing one, that is chloroplast. R is cell wall. Q is vacuole. S is nucleus. So let's dive to question. Which of the following parts marked with the letters protect the cell against mechanical damage? What protects the cell against mechanical damage is the cell wall. So that is which part? Cell wall is this area, part R. So right choice is choice A. What is the main role of large vacuole, part Q, in this plant cell? So large vacuole, this one, what do? They store water and nutrients. Sometimes you can talk about sugar. You talk about salts. Those are what are stored where? In the vacuole. So let's go. To make proteins, what makes proteins are the ribosomes. To produce energy, what produces energy is the mitochondria. To store water and nutrients, that is the right answer for that question. To control cell activities, this is the nucleus. So the right choice there is choice B. Number 16, name the structure labeled as. The structure labeled as, we have said, it is the nucleus, that is choice A. Number 17, a student noticed that a metal attracts ion filings. So metals attracts ion filings. Why is it attracting ion filings? It is because ion filings is a magnetic material. So those magnetic materials are materials that are being attracted by a magnet. Yes, but does not attract aluminum or plastic. These are non-magnetic material. So which property of magnet does this demonstrate? A, magnets attracts all materials. No, because some of them, like aluminum, is left out. Magnets attracts only magnetic materials. That is true. Choice B is the right answer. Magnets can only repel. No. Magnets lose. No, 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 no. So the right choice is choice B. Number 18, which is the second last question, or the third last question. What does the mass number of an atom represent? I said it represents the number of protons plus neutrons in any given atom. So the sum of protons and neutrons is what we call as mass number. So let's see. Number of protons, wrong. Number of electrons, wrong. Number of neutrons, wrong. Number of protons plus number of neutrons, true. So the right answer is choice D, which is the sum of protons and neutrons. Number 19, second last question. Which element is best for making cooking pots due to its properties? So all elements, when you hear about cooking pot, they're able to conduct heat. Conduct what? Heat. And that is why it is good in cooking. Anything that is good in cooking conducts heat. And one of them is the aluminum. All the utensils, all the metals made of aluminum are good conductors of heat. So let's go. Aluminum conducts heat well. True. Before when I move to the next, that is our right choice. The last question of section A, and then I'll be back with section B later on. Grade 9 learners wanted to do a research on why does water squirt out faster from a hole at the bottom of a bucket. The correct finding was, so when you have a bucket like this with some holes, so you realize that this one will push the water to a greater area. Well, I mean, to a greater area because the pressure is too high. So what happens is that pressure at the bottom here is too high as compared to the pressure at the top. Now that is why water squirts a shorter distance. Water will squirt a longer distance due to higher pressure that pushes the water towards that longer distance because of the greater pressure at the bottom. So the right answer there, pressure. The finding was pressure is less at the bottom. No, it is high or great. What is called wrong? Pressure is greater at the bottom. True. Pressure is greater at the bottom, and that is why it pushes water to a larger or a longer distance as compared to the pressure at the top. So that marks the end of section A. I would want you to go through this nice paper. It's a very good one, particularly for revision for a grade 9 learner who is preparing for Kjsea. Kindly go through the paper and take it serious because these are some of the questions that will come in your KGSA examination paper. Kindly take precautions very early, have the knowledge, get it, and let it stick in your brains. Thank you. This is your teacher, Teacher Zamalek. Bye-bye for now. See you in the next section of this paper, section B.